All right. Welcome to Clarity Sessions with Bill Fouth, where we cut through the noise and bring you real, practical clarity on money, business, mindset, and everything in between. Now, if you're a mompreneur, a business owner, or someone who's just ready to take more control of your financial life, this is your space. No fluff, no overwhelm, just simple, powerful insights you can actually use. Because let's be real. When you got the right clarity, you make better decisions, and better decisions lead to a whole different life. And so let's get into it. Today's question is,
how can someone plan for slow months with unpredictable income?
oh, that's another great question. How do I plan for a slow month, or when income is not predictable, or I'm not making enough money? That's part of the vagaries of being a business owner. As a W-2 employee, you can rely on a paycheck. It's going to be the same every week. Whether you're sick or whether you go to work, whether you don't go to work, you're going to get a paycheck. And it's going to be the same amount. There's nothing you can do to stop it from being the same amount. So that's one of the certainties that employees get. But as a business owner, you got to deal with the ups and downs of the cash flow. So the question is, how do you manage that? Or what are the ways and means of dealing with the vagaries of that, or the inevitability of that? And one of them is to know that the seasonality or the cyclicality of your business. And knowing that that's the case, that we have, peak months, or we have, boom, and we have bust. Having the bust months is I have to save a little bit of that money from, that we talked about, that 30% I'm setting aside. So now I've got a pocket I could go into that I can pay my expenses from my savings account, so I don't have to worry about not being able to pay my bills. So part of the answer to the question is that when the money comes in, I bifurcate it. I allocate it. Some of it is for spending, but some of it is for rainy day money or emergency money or not spending money. So now I can be my own bank. When I have a slow month, I can dip into the bank account, move the money into the checking account, and pay my bills. I don't have to worry about not paying my employees, not paying my contractors, dinging my credit and all that stuff. I can keep things current. Now that's one way of doing it. Become your own banker by bifurcating in the good months. The other thing you want to do as a small business owner, and we talked about this in one of the other sessions, so when you open your account, open up a credit card, open up a line of credit. $3,000, $5,000, $10,000, $20,000, whatever you can qualify for. And you don't want to go crazy, but you do want to have that for just this kind of situation. Now if I have a credit card over here, the credit card can be used when I'm having a slow month and I got to pay my employees or I pay my contractors, or you use the credit card and you pay the bill instead of writing a check, or so it's another way of managing that. And the idea is that when we get into the bust period, take some of that money, put it into my savings account, and my savings account then pays off the credit card, and I'm not paying interest. That would be the ideal thing. But the idea is that even if you have to pay some interest on the credit card balance, it's just the cost of doing business. So the idea, that's a way of managing it. Have a capacity or place a bucket of money you can dip into to keep your necessary, ordinary expenses current. So another way to do it, this is where the SBA comes in, getting an SBA loan, or getting qualified as a woman and minority-owned business, if that would work for you, is get a loan. And it's another thing we need to talk about. There are two types of loans, basic loans, if you're going to go down the loan road. One is what they call a term loan, and the other one is a line of credit, LOC. With a term loan, you use those things to buy assets. You're going to buy like a truck, or you're going to buy a car, or you're going to buy a piece of equipment. And the idea is that you take the money, you buy the asset can be used to create more revenue, whatever you're going to do. Maybe it's make deliveries, maybe it's, create something, or, build something. But the idea is every month you got a loan payment you have to make to pay off the truck, or to pay off the loan that you made. It's called a term loan. Usually 60 months, 7 years, 3 years, that kind of thing. And it's a fixed payment, and it's a part of your overhead. And that's not going to help you with the cash flow issue. The other type of loan is a line of credit, and it is specifically designed to help you deal with those ups and downs in the cash flow. With the line of credit, it's like a credit card. Basically, you use it, and when I have a slow month, you dip into your line of credit, put that money into your checking account, and pay your bills. And at the end of the month, you have to make another payment to the line of credit, but it's a small payment. And then when you have the boom cycle again, you take the money from the boom, not all of it's for spending, and you use it to pay off the line of credit, just like you would with the credit card, or just like you would out of your savings account. So that's the short answer to how to manage the vagaries of being a small business owner, is create the capacity to manage it so it's not stressful. And the way to do that is to be credit worthy. And the way to do that is we need to have a conversation around that. That's another thing we do as part of the planning, is look at your credit worthiness, and make sure that you have the capacity and set this up properly and you're not abusing it. Most people aren't, but some people do. So it's an education process.